What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. It's a great day to talk about and be the owner of some real deal money. I'm talking that real deal silver and that real deal gold. You know what else it is? It's a great day to be the face of the world's first staction figure. That's right, people. Your boy's about to go head to head with some of your favorite wrestlers of all time. I'm talking Dwayne the Stack Johnson, Austin 999, Randy Stackfridge, the Silver Taker, Roman Gaines, Andre the Giant safe full of coins. John's seen a lot of gold lately. Okay, but on a serious note, we got to talk about the spot price of silver and gold. Spot price of silver is $52, going on $53 per troy ounce. An all-time high for silver, an all-time high for gold as well. We got to talk about it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel for even more videos. And make sure to follow me on Instagram for some coin photography, TikTok for some little video snippets, and of course X, where the party's at for all of my thoughts regarding precious metals, business stocks, real estate, AI, the list goes on. All of those will be linked in the description, or you can search me up at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. And if you need any silver or gold stacking supplies, I will leave some Amazon affiliate links in the description for your convenience. And of course, make sure to join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club. It's a digital lounge for the stackers or people that care about their finances. You get early access to all my videos, commercial-free access to all my videos because it's off of YouTube, and from time to time, some bonus exclusive content. VIP Club link in the description. All right, so in today's video, we got to talk about the spot price of silver and gold. Both metals, the beautiful white metal, the beautiful yellow metal, are hitting all-time highs and continuing to climb. Both silver and gold continue to be on the move, continue to outperform everything else this year. We're going to talk about the spot price, but we're also going to compare it to how some of the other markets are behaving today and also year to date, 2025 so far. So the spot price of silver, as I'm recording this video on Wednesday, October 15th, 2025 at 11:14 in the morning, spot price of silver is $52.79. It's up $1.36 on the day, or up 2.65%. A huge green day for the beautiful white metal. Now, I'm a big believer in celebrating what's in front of us and being grateful for what's going on right now, and not really getting ahead of ourselves, and not really being the type of person to be like, oh, it's $52. When's 53? Who cares about 52? What's next? What's next? What's next? I don't like to be that person, but I also have to toss this out there. You want to know what it would take to get from where it's at right now to $53 per troy ounce? Not even 0.5% of a bump. And we'll be looking at $53 an ounce. That is absolutely mind-boggling to me. Don't know if it is to you, but it's crazy and exciting to see numbers that we've never seen before. I had been saying for years, going all the way back to 2018, 8 years ago, I was talking about how in theory, the spot price could make its way back up to $50. We've seen it twice, and metaphorically speaking, if it happened yesterday, it can happen again tomorrow. And keeping our eye on the prize of hitting $50 once again, as far as I'm concerned, or as far as logic is concerned, and being realistic is concerned, we can expect to see $50 again. The reason I said this is because it's already happened. We're not expecting silver to do something that it's never done before. We know it's possible because it's already happened. And just recently, silver proved us right and continued to climb. Not only did it hit its all-time high, it broke into an all-new all-time high. Absolute insanity. The spot price of gold, same day, same time, as I'm recording this video, is $4,197.50. It's up $56.30 on the day, or up 1.36%. Now, gold, from what I saw, did in fact touch 42. Not just 41.97. It actually hit $4,200. So both silver and gold have shown an all-time high, have reached an all-time high. Both precious metals are doing absolutely fantastic. Now again, it's important not to get wrapped up in recency bias and say to ourselves, oh my God, silver's having an incredible week or an incredible last 2 weeks. A good week, a good 2 weeks, or a good day or so does not represent an entire year, does not represent multiple years at a time, does not represent, a 5-year average, 10, 20-year average, or anything like that. So it's very easy to say that silver or gold is having an incredible week despite having not so good of a year, even though this has been an incredible year. I'm just using silver and gold as an example. A lot of people will be like, oh my God, so-and-so is going to the moon. Really? Because you're down 30% on the year. You're just having a really good day. Year to date, silver is up about 80%. Year to date, 80%. That is massive. That is an insane year. An insane run. 10 months straight, moving in that upward direction with little dips along the way, but still moving in that upward direction at rapid fire speed. Gold, up as well, year to date, up almost 60%. So both precious metals are doing absolutely fantastic, not just today, not just the last week or so, but this entire year. And guess what? They are crushing everything else. We can take a quick look at the stock market. Today, the stock market is up. You can see a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a nosedive. We're definitely still in the green, so who knows? But either way, on the day, the stock market is up a little over 0.5%. Did I not just say silver is up over 2.5% on the day? Gold is up almost 1.5% on the day. The stock market today alone is only up 0.52%. Again, doesn't represent the entire year. We can take a look at how the stock market has improved this entire year. Look at that. Up almost 13%, which, by the way, is huge. That is a gorgeous year, but still gets blown out of the water by silver and gold, up 60 and 80% year to date. The stock market up just a hair under 13%, which is still incredible, but nowhere near what silver and gold are doing this year so far. We can also, just as an example, we can take a look at the little digital world. We can take a look at Bitcoin, which on the day is actually down over 1%, down 1.17% at the time I'm recording this video. What has Bitcoin done year to date? Well, we can take a look at that as well. Bitcoin is up 18.65% year to date. So kind of going back to what I was just saying before, a good day doesn't represent or mean anything if you're having a bad year. A bad day doesn't mean a whole lot if you're having a great year. Bitcoin's a good example of that right now. People could be like, oh my God, sound the alarms. Bitcoin's down 1% or 1 and whatever percent. I mean, just a couple of days ago, Bitcoin fell 10% in a day. I made a video about that. A bad day or a bad week doesn't represent the entire year, considering Bitcoin is up almost 19% year to date. Just because it fell 10% in a day didn't take away from the fact that it was heavily in the green year to date. Just as an example. That's why I keep saying lately, the last week or so, I've been saying in all of my videos, don't get caught up in recency bias. Don't look at what's happening today and assume that it's a reflection of what's to come tomorrow, next week, next month, the rest of the year, all of next year, the next 5 years. Don't get wrapped up in what's happening at this very second and assume that it will be on repeat. Same could be said moving in the opposite direction. Silver being up 80% year to date. Is that something we can expect every year from here on out? Absolutely not. Silver's going to have red years. Silver's going to have declines. Silver's going to have corrections the same way gold does, the same way the stock market does, the same way the crypto does. Silver's having an incredible year this year. Is it going to be a straight run from where it's at $52 going on $53 to, I don't know, let's just say $55 or $60 or $70 or $100, hypothetically? Numbers we've never seen before. Numbers I believe we can see. Is silver going to have a rapid fire speed run, an uninterrupted speed run to numbers like that? Absolutely not. Well, I mean, potentially, but more than likely not. Silver will have tough days, tough weeks, tough months, tough years. This just so happens to be an unbelievable year. And it's an unbelievable year to be the owner of silver and gold, regardless of how long you've been stacking. If you've been stacking for maybe a couple of months, maybe you got started this year, is it too late? In my opinion, from my perspective, absolutely not. You know, part of me actually wants to say we haven't even scratched the surface yet. Part of me wants to say we're just getting started. Part of me, on the flip side, reminds myself every day, I'm so happy I got started in 2017. The very end of 2017, spot price was $17 an ounce. And guess what? Premiums. We all know what premiums are. Multiple dollars over spot per ounce. Back in 2017, 18, and 19, premiums hardly existed. Back then, to get a generic silver round or bar, premium was like $1 over spot. A Maple Leaf was about $1.25 over spot. A Silver Eagle was about $1.50 over spot. So back then, the premiums were like bare bones minimum. You can get yourself a whole handful of silver, and in grand total, the premium would only be a couple of bucks. It was a great time. And not for nothing, the spot price back then was between $14 and $17, which was like double the magic at the time. But either way, I'm glad I got started back then. But on the other hand, people today could be looking back and being like, man, I waited too long. Silver has gone up in value. I missed the boat. You got to ask yourself, did silver go up in value? Did it really? Or did the dollar go down in value? And silver is actually worth the same amount of value, but now it just takes a larger amount of weaker dollars than it did 6, 7, 8 years ago. Did silver go up in value? Did gold go up in value? Or has the dollar just been on a decline, especially in recent years? It's a question you got to ask yourself. And it's something you have to determine for yourself on your own. See, that's kind of the way I see it. I don't know if silver's necessarily going up in value. I know the dollar's going down in value, though. I can tell you that much. To the point where we can actually say, like realistically, logically say, that this year, if you put your dollars in dang near anything other than a savings account, you would have done really well. Silver is up tremendously. Gold is up tremendously. The stock market is having an incredible year. Bitcoin is having a fantastic year. It's almost as if you would have done well year to date if you had done almost anything but save your dollars. This year, 2025, has taught a lot of people. And if it hasn't taught people, it will teach people. Convert your dollars into assets. Have equity. Own things. The dollar bill and saving them isn't going to do you anything in the long run. And this year is showing us especially, a lot of the time it doesn't really do a whole lot for you even in the short term. It's important to have a savings account. I understand that. It's good to have a cash emergency fund, and you do need to bite the bullet and understand that it will depreciate, but it kind of does need to exist there as a depreciating asset so that in the event of an emergency, you can quickly grab and go. Sure, don't put your whole life savings in there. Why would you want your life savings to depreciate in value? But you need to have a cash emergency fund that you can access instantaneously, just in case something goes south. But it's important to remember that the dollar bill is guaranteed to go down in value. And the little interest rate that the bank is offering you to keep your dollars in there is not going to keep the lights on or put food in the fridge. That little 1%, 2%, while the dollar is falling by a much larger percent, it's not exactly a wash. You're still in the red. You're still underwater. Which is why you need to take your dollars and convert them. Put those dollars, that purchasing power, into something that at the very least stands a chance of appreciating in value. See, I understand investing or converting dollars into something or stacking. I understand that some people, or that anybody could say, well, you know, there's risk involved. Even in the safest possible way. Even if you put all of your dollars into one broad market index fund, a low cost, broad market, maximum exposure index fund. It's the safest thing you could technically do. Covers all bases. Costs next to nothing. Has an average return of about 10%, adjusted for inflation with dividends already reinvested. Is ultra diversified. No one in history over a 20-year period has lost money. It's the safest thing you could possibly do. Put it into broad market index funds such as the S&P 500. You could still, in theory, say, well, there's some risk involved. Sure. There could be a small amount of risk involved. But there's guaranteed risk involved with the dollar. And I don't even want to say risk. There's like guaranteed death involved with dollars. See, silver and gold could do very well. Could end up doing pretty poorly. The S&P 500 historically does unbelievably well. Could, in theory, not do so well. Bitcoin has been doing well. Hasn't existed for very long, so we can't really talk about the long term when it comes to Bitcoin, but so far so good. In theory, could rapidly decline? Sure. But the dollar bill, can anybody say, well, there's a chance the dollar could go up? No, that's not going to happen. The economy could do better. Sure. But the dollar itself can do nothing but decline. Every day of every week of every month of every year, the dollar bill loses just a little bit more. And sometimes it declines at a faster pace. Doesn't go up in value, it only goes down in value. Slowly but surely, and sometimes quickly. So you could say all you want, oh yeah, but silver, it might go down a little bit. Bitcoin might go down a little bit. The stock market might go down a little bit. Okay, but the dollar bill will go down. All these other asset classes could, in theory, go down, but the dollar bill will go down. Would you want your money to be guaranteed to die, or would you want to at least stand a chance of it surviving? That's how I see it. And that's how I've seen it for 7, I think going on 8 years now. That's how I see it. Just my opinion from my perspective. But I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. What are your thoughts on the spot price of silver? Sitting at $52, going on $53 per troy ounce. Unbelievable. What are your thoughts on that new all-time high? What are your thoughts on gold's new all-time high? And what do you think of the precious metals in comparison to some of the other asset classes out there, some of the other markets out there? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, and make sure to follow me on Instagram for coin photography, TikTok for some little video snippets, and of course X, where the party's at, for all of my thoughts regarding precious metals, business, stocks, real estate, AI, memes, the list goes on, at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. Those will all be linked in the description. And if you need any silver, gold, or even some prepping supplies, I will leave some Amazon affiliate links in the description for your convenience. And last but certainly not least, if you're not already a member of the Precious Metals VIP Club, come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club. You get early access to all of my videos, commercial access to all of my videos because it's off of YouTube, and from time to time, you get some bonus exclusive VIP only content. VIP Club link will be in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. What are your thoughts on both silver and gold hitting new all-time highs? What are your thoughts on the precious metals crushing all of the other markets this year so far? And what are your thoughts on silver being $52, going on $53 per troy ounce? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.